Hey guys, it's Bastian time and welcome to Zelda News. I'm your host Bastian. Lots of Zelda news to get to, let's get straight to it. And by the way, this video will be all about Wind Waker HD because we learned a whole slew of new details about Wind Waker HD, so there's a lot to talk about. So for instance, one of the first things we learned from E3, an interview with Eiji Aonuma, is that the Wind Waker HD will not feature those cut dungeons that everybody's talking about. Now, in case you weren't aware, it's said by the developers that the Wind Waker originally had 2 other dungeons in development, but those were removed due to time constraints. So fans have been begging, hey, with this remake, please just put those dungeons in Wind Waker HD. Aonuma says, no, that's not happening. Also, a hard mode or Hero Quest, that's a board game. Hero mode, hard mode or hero mode or any of that kind of stuff is also not going to happen. But specifically, he went on to explain that the reason why it's not possible to put those dungeons back into the game is because they've been used in future Zeldas since. So that's interesting. I wonder which dungeons those are. They had to have appeared in probably Twilight Princess, you would think. Maybe they didn't use them in Twilight Princess and held out for Skyward Sword. I doubt it, though. I bet they were in Twilight Princess, since that would have cut down on Twilight Princess development time a little bit. So, I don't know. I wonder what those dungeons could be. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. So I've heard a lot of comments, heard is the wrong word, seen, I suppose, a lot of comments out there from people saying that they can't tell the difference between Wind Waker HD and regular Wind Waker. I guess they feel like it's not different enough. They wanted something more, and I can kind of get behind that feeling. I kind of thought that they would go more in the like plastic or claymation sort of look that it looks like they were going for. But in case you aren't able to tell the difference and you need a side-by-side comparison, there's a video up that somebody put together of basically the trailers from original Wind Waker and new Wind Waker HD. Now you can watch that to your heart's content and see all of the shading and texture differences. And when you watch this, you realize, wow, actually they did put a lot of work into the different shading and lighting and textures and stuff. It's breathtaking in comparison. I mean, not that the original Wind Waker was anything but beautiful, but Wind Waker HD, wow. Another thing that people were kind of hoping for Wind Waker HD, besides the cut dungeons, was, will you be able to use your 3DS as the Tingle tuner? Turns out, strangely, no. Nor will you be using the gamepad for the Tingle tuner because the Tingle tuner does not exist in Wind Waker HD. Instead, it's the Tingle bottle. The whole concept of Tingle tuner has been ditched. You won't use that at all. Instead, they've replaced all of that with the Tingle bottle, which uses Miiverse. Basically, you type messages, you throw out the bottle, it arrives on the shores of other people's Miiverse. You can exchange messages and pictures and such like that. You won't be having Tingle along with you to bomb enemies or whatever, so that's... I understand, but I still wish they had found a way to just do the Tingle tuner stuff on the 3DS. Ah well. And while we're talking about those kinds of changes, you will be able to use the Wind Waker baton on the touchscreen of the gamepad by sort of drawing the directions that you want Link to swing it. That's going to feel awesome, but I was always hoping that when they announced this remake, that you would be using the Wiimote Plus, even, to swing the baton around, because I kind of thought that maybe it would be Wiimote and Nunchuck controlled, and then you would use the gamepad for the Tingle tuner, but nope, that's not happening at all. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. I really feel like swinging the Wiimote around like the baton would have felt so awesome, but well, I guess drawing it on the gamepad is gonna have to do it. And then also, of course, you know about fast sailing. At some point later on in the game, not directly at the beginning, you acquire the ability to fast sail at twice the speed of how you were originally sailing. That's going to cut down on those long ocean travels. But anyways, that's it for this episode of Zelda News. See you guys tomorrow for more Zelda news. Or actually, no, maybe tomorrow will be Nintendo news, and then the day after that will be Zelda news. I don't know. We'll see. See you then, guys. Bye. And regular old Wind Waker, the graphics, they don't feel like it's different enough. Somebody just walked by looking at me. I hear tons of people out there saying that when looking at